eBay sellers. It's Suzanne A. Wells, and I have something a little bit different for you in this video. And if you like this format, I'll keep doing it. You may have noticed over the past couple of years, most of my videos are the $100 supersize, or recently we added the $350 mega size sales. And I got to thinking about all of the posts that are on the Money Making Mondays. And there's still a lot of great sales, even though they don't reach those dollar amounts. And I wanted to start a new format to give a shout out to other sellers who haven't been mentioned in those other videos, because I know everybody out there is working really hard on their business, and I want to commend you for that and recognize some more sales, because everything that's posted in that thread helps the whole community sell more items, increase their knowledge. It's all valuable. So we're going to try this format that's not really about a dollar amount, but it's about you, the seller, and everybody likes to be recognized in these videos and hear their name on YouTube. So we're going to give that a try. So if you do like this, please comment or at least like the video so that I'll know that you want more of these. Okay, quick housekeeping detail. An update on the 2022 BOLO book that is in progress. Thank you for all of your emails and Facebook messages inquiring about the release date. And unfortunately, we have experienced a few delays, which seems to be the norm for production of anything these days post-COVID. But I wanted to let you know that the next BOLO book is coming soon, and it's going to be better than the 2021 version in a few different ways. The items are evergreen, which means the information will remain relevant for a very long time, if not forever. The items have been good sellers for years or decades and will continue to be profitable in the future. So this is not hype. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is solid information to help you make more money now and in the future. In fact, the 2021 BOLO book and all future editions will be evergreen, because the information is useless if it goes out of date quickly. And I don't think I stressed that enough on the 2021 version, because there's a lot of different definitions of what a BOLO is. For me, BOLOs are items that are evergreen and have stood the test of time and are going to be good sellers for a long time. It's not like these Amazon lists of things where you run out to the grocery store or Walmart and buy things up when they're discontinued and sell them, flip them in a month or two. That is not what this is. These are items that have stood the test of time. Okay, there are going to be 125 items, just like the 2021 edition, 9 different categories, so there's something for everyone. And I will post photos of the table of contents once the book is complete, so you can see how many items are in each different category. There are no repeats from the previous year. These are all different items. And interestingly enough, I've been tracking what I've been learning, and about half of the items in here, I only learned about them this year, either by selling them myself, doing the research, or learning from other sellers, either publicly or privately. So there's always more to learn, and next year, 2023, will be my 20th year on eBay, and I don't claim to know everything, but I like to track when I'm learning new things, because There's just so much information and it can be overwhelming. Okay, there is more information about each item. On some of the items, I've included a mini lesson about the brand or the item to give you more background information because I feel like the why helps us remember more than just the what. I have also included the number of that item sold, meaning how much of it sold between June 2021 and May 2022, so you can see that the items are findable. If other sellers are finding them, you might find them too. And don't think that just because an item is rare that you will never find it. As we've seen on the Money Making Monday threads over the years, people find rare items all the time. The key is being able to recognize the item when you see it. Okay, the book is the same size. It is spiral bound, large print, big colorful photos, best case scenario price, just like in last year's edition. The user-friendly spiral binding allows the book to lay flat so you can study it. And the paper is durable and thick so the pages don't rip or tear after repeated use. So this book will last a long time. Okay, and it will be available in my eBay store. Last year we learned a few things. When I first launched the book in 2021, I started selling it from the Premium Library Teachable site. But after a couple of months, I felt that process on Teachable was cumbersome and confusing, so I moved the books to my eBay store. And I have these printed and in hand before listing them, which means they may sell out between batches and there may be a delay when replenishing. So if you go to my store and you don't see the book after I have announced it is available, that's probably what happened, is more will be printed. So print on demand is not a good fit for my business. So if you happen to go to my store in the future and don't see the book, you can always message me or just be patient and wait and it will be restocked. Okay, and the best news is it's the same price as the 2021 edition. And that's kind of a rare thing these days with inflation and prices on everything going up. The price will be the same as it was last year, $49.97 plus shipping. So just be aware this book is in the works. It is coming soon, and I will announce it everywhere once it is available. Okay, now let's get into our first episode of eBay Seller Shoutout. First up is Brooke Bennett Ownby. Purchased these at an Amazon closeout store for $3, sold in one day. These are Olukai women's flip-flops, obviously new with the tag, sold for $40. And by the way, these sales are not in any particular order. I threw my OCD out the window when making this video, so it's completely random. So listen up for your name and your sale. Next up is Taylor Serwinski. Found some vintage roach killer at a hardware store. Sold in about a day. Paid $3.98, I think. I found two, and the other sold on offer for $50 the next day. I wish I could have found more. What a great place to look for items to sell. The hardware store. The item is roach proof powder, 1 pound can, and she sold it for $69.99 for some roach killer. Proof that anything sells on eBay. Next up is Woodrow Boblet. Bought at Goodwill Bins. Paid $1.15. Sold in less than a week for full asking price plus shipping. Chaps Ralph Lauren women's yellow floral blouse. sold for $25.05. Cost was $1.15. Okay, Dana Stafford Henson, part of a personal collection from when I used to stash back gifts for the kids in our life. Sold after about 4 or 5 months to a mom who gave it to her little girl after her dance recital. This is Barbie Fairy Tale Ballerina, new in the box, 2013. So I'm guessing the cost on this was allocated as free since this was her personal collection, sold for $14.40. Now we have Diana Warren. I went to the final hour of a rural estate sale, and the lady operating the sale said, "Make a pile for $1." We proceeded to make a pile but gave her $10. This was one of many items already sold from the pile. Don't forget to look in the outbuildings. Paid less than 25 cents, sold in a few days for $27.55. This is a Coleman filter funnel with the box. 25 cents, sold for $27.55. Rebecca Metty Carter, paid $6.99 at Goodwill. Took about 3 weeks to sell. Men's Clark's Wallaby Cola suede low tops, size 9.5. We used to call these desert boots or desert shoes. Sold for $70. Her cost was $7. And we have Diana Warren with another one. Paid $3 at an estate sale, sold in just a couple of days for $43.55. Washington Redskins vintage 90s snapback hat. $3, sold for $43.55. Jessica Wolf, paid $5 at a rummage sale, sold for $62 in about a week. This is a very cool looking vintage purple Lava Light brand lava lamp. $5, sold for $62. Mark Sherrill, paid $5 at an estate sale, sold for $75 plus $9 shipping. This is new Bath & Body Works Temptations Iced Tea Twist Lotion. When I first saw this, I thought it was a beverage, but it's actually an iced tea scented lotion. $5, sold for $75. Sharon Brower bought this Victoria's Secret bra at the thrift store for 81 cents. It sold on best offer of $25.35 after 3 months. Sue Chapman picked these up one at a time over the last few years. A quarter here, a dime there. Listed them a couple of months back. Long tail doesn't bother me. Lot of 4 Sereno saucers. So you can see there, vintage Anchor Hawking glass plates, avocado green, $25. And Sue, I commend you on your patience and waiting to accumulate a set of 4. Paula Brennan Waters, I found these in a box of Christmas seals. Paid pennies for them. They sat for almost a year, but easy to store, so I was patient. Took an offer while I was on vacation. I actually sold 5 items while on a cruise. These are vintage die-cut gold foil medallions, a lot of 150, that she sold for $51 while on vacation. I love that. Adam Spencer got this at a garage sale that was wrapping up. I bought 3 of them for $3 each. This one sold for $29, but I've made about $60 on the set so far. Vintage handmade barn and rooster lap quilt, hand stitched, $29.99, and he paid $3. Next up is Lydia Buscemi. I hope I said that right. Paid about 33 cents for this little sad-eyed Susie doll at an estate sale. Sold for $35 with free shipping in about 2 weeks. Vintage 1960s Susie Sad Eyes Big-Eyed Doll. So this actually gets the award for maybe the creepiest item in this video. 33 cents, sold for $35. Patty Gearing Paul opened up my box of summer decorations and I pulled this out. I haven't displayed it in a couple of years because it's a little awkward. So I sold it. I don't remember that I paid very much for it. Listed at $125 and sold after a couple of weeks on best offer of $90. This is vintage 1950s Japan ceramic Pico, P-I-C-O, chicken rooster condiment set. So now, because of Patty, we are all going to rush to our boxes of summer decorations and see if we have anything worth selling because she made a quick $90. Kelly Deneen Demery bought these Ed Hardy jeans at the Goodwill bins for about $2.50, sold in a week for $55 plus shipping. Ed Hardy men's jeans 42 by 34 devil mermaid blue dragon. These are quite unusual and bright and whimsical and festive and Ed Hardy. $2.50, sold for $55. Nancy Thompson has an iconic item. Gave 50 cents at Salvation Army. Took 6 weeks to sell. Vintage Farrah Fawcett single stitch t-shirt from the 1970s. $48.96. It cost her 50 cents. Leslie Wilson found this vintage phonics set for $3 at Goodwill. All of the pieces and tapes were still sealed in plastic. Only the case was a little beat up. Sold in about a month for $69.99 plus shipping. The item is The Phonics Game, a Better Way of Learning. Homeschool reading game. And look, it has VHS cassettes. $3, sold for $70, and it has VHS tapes. That is pretty amazing. Brenda Rady Wall paid $2 a couple of weeks ago at a church sale. I love selling Bibles. This is Holy Bible, Ancient Accepted Scottish Rite of Freemasonry, and then some more words that are cut off. $2, sold for $29.99. Patricia McKinley. And I love this item because it's an owl. That's kind of my thing now. So I will be putting more owls in these videos. Okay. Bought for $6.50 at Goodwill. Sold for $36.99 plus shipping. Took 3 months. Cuddle Barn Mama and Baby Owl Bible Stories Reading Time plush animated toy. $6.50, sold for $36.99. And I mean, who knew? Okay, done with the bad owl jokes. Kathleen Mader Gifford. This vintage recipe box with handwritten recipes belonged to my aunt. I am attempting to downsize and found this in a cabinet. My children don't want it, so I decided to list it. I accepted an offer and I'm happy it is going to someone who appreciates it. Vintage wood dovetailed recipe box, sun-kissed oranges with dividers and original recipes went for $22.49. And handwriting especially cursive, is becoming a dying art. So these types of things will continue to increase in value. Lynn Martin Danner. I found this bag of thread and floss on the ground next to a dumpster. So free to me. Listed for $99 and took an offer of $89. Listed for just a few days. If it were only this easy every time. Yes, I agree with you, Lynn. This is a lot of 79 and a half skeins of something I can't pronounce, silk thread, assorted colors. $89 for something she found by a dumpster. eBay never gets boring, does it? Andrea Holt Job picked this up at the Goodwill bins for less than $1. They sold in about a month. It was a nice quick flip. Hencappy bib shorts for cycling. $19. It cost her $1. Janine Allen Joyce. I've had this Barefoot Dreams cardigan listed for about a year. Found at Goodwill for $4.99, sold to a buyer in Australia for $69. P.S. I'm so glad to finally see it go. Oh, we all have items like that. Please, someone just buy this. Barefoot Dreams Cozy Chic Light Long Cardigan 2X. $4.99, sold for $69.98. Tammy Mitchell. Purchased at a thrift store for $2. Sold in a couple of months for $40 plus shipping. Paw Patrol Liberty Build-A-Bear plush with shirt and hat. Dachshund Wiener Dog. $2, sold for $40. Nancy Barr Strohs. Paid $3 at a yard sale. Had no idea how much it was worth, but it felt like very good quality. Vintage Dimitri wool ski sweater. Hot dog racing stripes brown. I don't know what the hot dog reference is. So Nancy, if you're listening, let us know. This sold for $52. It cost her $3. Holly Johnson. Paid $7 at a thrift store. Listed for $99 and took a best offer of $85 the next day. Vintage mid-century Sunbeam waffle baker and grill waffle iron. $7, sold for $85. And I remember having one of these, in the family kitchen when I was growing up. And just those plates were such a pain to clean. So, and it just looked sort of intimidating, like you were going to get electrocuted using it. So we didn't make waffles very much at my house. Okay, Tina Martin DeVore. Picked these up at Goodwill for $2.99 and sold within the month for full asking price plus shipping, which was about $25. There were several listed, but my set had clips and most of the others didn't. Remington hair curlers, hot rollers with a wax core. $2.99, sold for $39.99. Connie Sarsfield Goodrich. I purchased this at the Goodwill bins for a few dollars. It's my third Italian metal toll painted item that I have found. I started a 10-day auction for $95 and did not receive any other bids. The buyer was from Canada. So this is a vintage Italian toll. That's a type of painting. Table daisy lamp, mid-century modern. Few dollars, sold for $95. Jane Shaw Jones. I had these bears for 1 year, then I listed them. I listed them for $75. Someone bought them and canceled their order. In 1 week, I received a best offer of $52. I received them free from someone on the Nextdoor app. These are 2 Boyd's Bear ornaments, retired. free, sold for $52. Lindsay Bartels bought for $8 on a local sales site, sold for full asking price of $89.99 to France using the global shipping program. Took a few months to sell. This is a finished alphabet cross-stitch sampler, handmade coverlet nursery, 42 by 26. $8, sold for $89.99. Okay, Janet Adams Turnage, and I'm going to change my vote for the creepiest looking item on this video to this item, with the Sad Eye Susie coming in as first runner-up. Anyway, Janet paid $2 for this kind of creepy little Miss No-Name doll at an estate sale. She was at the bottom of a box of junk, filthy with matted hair. She also had an extra crack in her backside. Sold for $65 on a 7-day auction. Vintage 1965 Hasbro Little Miss No Name. That's actually the name of the doll. $65. Jessica Hope Whitaker paid $1.80 at Goodwill. Sold in 35 days for asking price of $34 plus shipping. These are men's Billabong board shorts, size 40, and they've got a skull on them, which probably helped them sell. $1.80, sold for $34. Suzanne Keene. I only buy and sell clothing when I know it will bring a good price. I paid $4.98 at Salvation Army half price day for these vintage Victoria's Secret pajamas. Sold in 2 months for $49.99. There is money in pajamas, folks, so if you're not looking at them, you might want to check that out. Tracy Broadfoot paid $2 at an estate sale a couple of weeks ago. Just sold this morning for full asking price plus shipping. Vintage Hanes Signature Collection Men's Brief Tidy Whities, 1998. $49.99 for some underwear. I would love to know who bought this and why and where is it going. If only we had all saved our underwear new in the package, we could be millionaires today. Oh, crazy, just crazy what sells. Okay, Tracy Murphy paid $7, sold within 10 minutes of listing for full asking price. Vintage Polly Flinders hand-smocked dress, size 6X. $7, sold for $55. Tamarin Smith McClure bought for $10, sold in 5 minutes for $89.99. Probably could have listed higher. Dang it! Antique vintage Western Electric candlestick rotary telephone. And Tamarin, don't beat yourself up. Someone could have had a saved search on this item and just bought it as soon as your item was listed. Just don't second guess yourself. You bought this for $10, you sold it for $90. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy. Nancy Barr Strohs bought at church thrift store for $2. Took best offer. Vintage 1930 needlepoint sampler handmade cross stitch. Sold for $25. Cindy Weisner. I saw someone here had sold a cassette holder. Came across this one at Goodwill for $2.99, sold for $31.99 in a week. Napa Valley Box Company audio cassette holder wood shelf. $2.99, sold for $31.99. Linda Erzin Zafaris, I hope I got that right, bought at Goodwill for $6, sold in less than a week. Who knew? This is a vintage Devil Biss humidifier. I think I had one of those as a little kid. Looks very familiar. Mid-century modern, and it works. It sold for $34.97. Nancy Thompson picked this up at an estate sale on 50% off for $1.50. It was really dirty and I didn't have the mounting screws, so scrubbed it down and stole 4 screws from my hubby's Folgers can full of nails and screws. Took about 4 weeks to sell. I heard people are putting these in campers and small apartments that have very little counter space. And that is why I included this item in this video, was because with minimalistic living, tiny houses, this is going to be a desired item. So Nancy says, I heard people are putting these in campers and small apartments. That is a great tip. Think small. It is a Proctor Silex power opener under cabinet can opener, bottle opener, and bag slitter. And I remember getting one of these as a wedding gift back in 1988. Another item I wish I had saved, but oh well. We can't save everything. It sold for $31.50. And the last item in this video is by Jane Brown. Paid $3.99 at Goodwill, sold in 4 weeks for full asking price. Jim Henson's Fraggle Rock Red Plush. New with the tag. Yes, Fraggle Rock is still a thing. Sold for $25. Okay, that concludes the inaugural episode of eBay Seller Shout Out. Let me know if you like this format and if I should continue making these. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a profitable and productive day on